my A-pills have arrived from Lithuania. And believe it or not, right, I got two of them for less than I would have got one in the UK. Just ordering for eBay, there were listings from Lithuania, right? But it was still more expensive. So I found this Lithuanian website and I've got the A-pills delivered to me for less than what it cost me for one. And this is with delivery. So now the next step would be to open them up, see how they look. And now I just do not know how to scan it. Should I scan it with the original material on top, or should I make my life more difficult and try to take the material off? Of course, taking it off would give me a better what's the word I'm looking for? A better surface quality, right, and better measurements. But we'll see. I'll have to have a think because it is quite a lot of work. I'm opening up the A pillars and they have been wrapped in an absolutely crazy amount of shrink wrap and boxes. I am in my kitchen. I've also had a present in form of a lambda sensor for a Hyundai Tucson. Great, thank you. I guess I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but okay. But yeah, anyway, the A pillars, they seem to be in a very, very nice shape. I still haven't taken all of them out, but they look okay. I mean, even if it's dirty, I mean, for me it doesn't matter because I want to. Yeah, there we go. That's the material. Like, I want to take this off. I'll probably have to blow some heat on it to get the coupling agent to come off. But I have to say the material is quite thin, so maybe I'll just leave it on. I'm still not too sure. I'll try to take it off with heat. Oh, you can't even see. Yeah, I'll try to take it off with heat and see what happens. The route I will take is, well, I've taken the material off. So this is how it looks. Nope. So this is how it looks with the material on, and this is without the material. Yeah, I mean it's quite thin. I think I should be okay, but I'll need to take it off on the other side. I've also removed the air vent here, and of course I'm going to have this in black. So I'll try to paint. I'll scan this as well, but I'll try to paint it in black paint. See if it comes out, and if not, then I'll just 3D print this. Yeah, 3D print the probably the front and put like a mesh at the rear, of course, with the direct vent as well. But yeah, what I'll do is scan both sides on this and see where the speaker goes. I'll probably want to have like a modular system just in case I want to add something else later down the line. And this is the driver side pillar as well. So that's how it looks. Please ignore the mess. Yeah, some wet patches because I was trying to clean it up with like a grime remover, so it's quite nice and clean ready for scanning. So yeah, all I need to do now is just put the stickers on and scan the part.
To scan. I've combined everything into a single piece, so the back side and the front side. And yeah, I think it came out pretty well. And yeah, like I've already mentioned, the quality, yeah, it's quite good. I've got whole marker removal, so we remove the markers from the texture. But I mean, like, look at the quality on that. I mean, wow, this is absolutely insane. I mean, when we look at the markings on the plastic, I mean, if you were to run your finger through it, it would be just barely, you'd be barely able to feel it. But on the scanner, it's yeah, it's amazing. But anyway, enough speaking in praises for the scanner. What I'm going to do now is export this as an STL file, right? So it's going to give me quite a lot of mesh-like triangles, or mesh is going to give me a mesh file, And effectively what I'll need to do is work between these areas here. So obviously I do not want to interfere with the airflow here, right? And I want to be between the supports. So I need to figure something out. But yeah, certainly I want. So this is the A pillar. So this is the left side. Sorry, the right side. So yeah, I definitely want the speaker somewhere here, protruding into or onto the driver. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
There is an update on what's been happening. What I managed to do is to test the scan data. I printed this piece. I don't know why, but I did. And the scan data is okay. And the thing is, this is the external scan data, so I don't even really need this. However, I don't know, it just came out well, so it's here. Then what I did is model the, let's say, the first iteration. So it's going to go in like that. However, there were a few issues. I mean, it was sticking out too much. The hole was too tight, and it's just some of the geometry I just didn't like, and obviously the back. And the way he printed it was a little bit rubbish as well. But then I knew it would print like this because I wanted a quick print. So now we've come to the final version that I've already connected a plug to check the response. And here we are. This is the A pillar speaker enclosure. And what I'll do is get a grill as well to go around it. Probably got Amazon or eBay. What I did, you can't see it here because I didn't do it, but what I did is use, maybe it's possible to see that? No. Is use inserts, brass inserts, just molded them into the plastic. And yeah, it works wonders. Yeah, and this version is so much nicer. Less bulky, more compact, still looks quite neat, does the job. It's quite thick here. It's because I just wanted to test the depth of it. Effectively, it's going to probably stick out right. You can't really see it, but there's like a bend here, so it's going to stick up right below the bend. Yeah, and the reason why I have this here is just to have a bigger chamber. Pretty much it. It's just to have a bigger chamber because there's not a lot of depth in the speaker enclosure here. And I just wanted to keep this as tidy as possible. Being mounted on an A pillar like that. So I just extend the enclosure here, and what I'll do as well is I'll add some space here for the fasteners for the actual A pillar, and this is where problem number 2 came, because what I wanted to do is just use adhesive, not standard adhesive, not super glue, something stronger. But what this material is, the A pillar, is made from, let me quickly show you, is PP. And PP stands for polypropylene, which those of you who are not familiar with materials or plastics, is a low friction plastic which has low surface energy, meaning it's very smooth to touch. It flows quite easily. However, if you do want to attach something to it, it's very difficult to do with normal glue. Hence, you need what's called a structural or engineering glue or adhesive. They can be quite expensive. However, I have a... Here we go. This is what I've used. This is the sort of adhesive you'd be looking for, all purpose, and make sure when you read the label it does not say excluding PP. What this does effectively, it bonds chemically, right? So your standard super glue hardens very quickly, but it doesn't kind of interfere inside the surface itself, right? So it doesn't bond to the surface. Oh, you can see my calluses. So it doesn't quite bond to the surface quite well. Whereas when you have something like this, there's actually a chemical reaction happening with the glue and the surface, meaning there's a stronger bond. However, it takes a little bit more time. And so I have this piece printed out just as a test to see how it will stick. It's not great. Again, it was a quick print. There's some imperfections on the surface here. I'm not too bothered. And even this here is the same size as this. So the outline is the same, so it won't be able to go through. So what I need to do is print out the final piece. I mean, modify this a little bit, probably get rid of the hard edges. And what I have to do is just trim it around, add some supports, right? Some stick out supports. And again, what I'll do is use my brass fittings to kind of screw everything together. In the meantime, I've also been working on something else. But that's a topic for a different day once it's finished. So yeah, let me crack on with printing the final thing, and for you guys, it will probably be the next scene where I'll actually be cutting this apart. Printed in nylon feels okay, however, there's a one big major defect, and the problem is in such a spot where it's right in front of me. All of this I can just sand, like all these like imperfections on the inside. Nobody's going to see this anyway. But yeah, overall, I am happy, not happy, because again, like all of this here, it's not going to be seen. But here, I don't know. I want to print it in nylon. Don't want to do in PETG. But we'll see. Maybe I'll have to print in different orientation. We'll see. Not very happy right now. Situational update. So I tried printing this with nylon, as you saw. It failed. Yeah, it just wasn't good. However, what I did is tried nylon with glass fibers. Significantly better. Of course, this is sanded. But I mean, the quality is so much better. I mean, wow. I have also, in order to attach the bracket, like I have here, again, I need to sand this down. There's a failure here, but it's not a biggie. I mean, all of this is getting glued in. But in order to connect this, so in order for this to happen, I've made some, is it this way? No, I think it's the other way now. Here we go, right, that's the right way. So in order for this to sit in this, I've made some like holes at the bottom, right? And these are for dowel pins, made from the material. However, the quality was really bad, considering it's you know, it's tiny. So what I have to do is reprint them in a small diameter. But so far, honestly, I mean, on the camera it looks much worse than it is in person. I mean, it is insane how good it looks, and it's quite strong as well. Again, this splitting is not a problem. It's getting glued in anyway. But yeah, I'll print those dowel pins in a small diameter, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm quite happy so far. What I'm going to do now, I mean, this is all upholstered. I mean, it looks quite phenomenal. What I'm doing as well is, on the back side, it looks okay-ish. I mean, no one's going to see this anyway. I'm not an upholsterer. What I'm doing now, sorry, is I'm trying to print a cover for this to obviously hide all the imperfections and make the speaker kind of look more presentable and protect the cone at the same time. I've got this as a reference here because I'm going to be cutting this up now. So I've got the template stuck on already. There was a slight problem with the print here. It kind of broke off and I had to sand it down. But so far it kind of looks okay. The glue is quite strong. I mean, yeah, it's very fun. Yeah, took all the stickers off, tried the material on the fabric here, and yeah, it sticks quite well. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is just cut this bit out, see how this fits, if it's going to hold. If not, I've got a plan B. Hopefully I won't have to go into plan B, but yeah, we'll see. Well, plan B, that includes not using adhesive, maybe some silicone at best. But yeah, let's get going with this and see what happens. I'm not going to record myself doing this because it's literally just me drumming out a hole. Maybe at some point later in the future when I'm going to be making these kind of stuff, I'll put a GoPro on and to show you guys how it's done. But yeah, it's nothing interesting per se. Mission complete. The speaker fits. It fits quite well. It fits quite well. It fits quite nicely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm quite pleased with the result. However, it is a little bit tight, but I don't know if I should keep it that tight or should I just go over it again. But I mean, maybe I'll keep it because let's not forget, material will go into here, so obviously it will be even more snug. But I mean, I'll see. I'll make it fit. In the end, it's plastic, so I can, wiggle it about. But so far, I mean, it looks decent. Mind a bit in the background. Yeah, that's not for today. All the A pillars are complete. What I'll try doing now is trying to take this off. Hopefully, it's not going to be a challenge. But we'll see. I am a little bit worried about how it's going to look, but I hope it's not. Oh, it's actually coming off already. So we'll take a good look, and yeah, I'll just have to feed the cable. But I'm still unsure how to do it. Either through here, right, or run it down the middle, like the middle of the A pillar, run it underneath the dash into the glove box, into the DSP. I think that would be the best option here, but I'm still unsure on how difficult that's going to be. Obviously, on the left side here, just run the cable straight down. And what I might do as well is leave some extra length for when I'll get a second amp for the speakers here and for the back. One side is done. Time for side number 2. Both speakers are now fitted. Amazing British weather outside. Top tier, absolutely amazing. However, now this is done, all I need to do is, well, wire this up. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. But this will be for another video. But so far, I think I'm pretty pleased. However, 2 things I would do differently. I would probably get to it. Depends how annoyed I get. These speakers, I'll probably want to push them further into the pillar here. I mean, the fact that they are sticking out so far, it's like, it introduces quite a dead zone. I'll have them facing more up because right now they're just pointing like kind of to one's chest, I would say. But yeah, mainly it's just moving them here. However, this is probably the highest I'll be able to have them because unbeknownst to me, I've got a curtain airbag here, which kind of comes up about up to here. So yeah, this has to kind of stay here, but I'll move it here. But I mean, I'll see how I feel. And yeah, I mean, this is the end of the video. I'll be putting an amp in now, but it'll be for another video. However, thank you for watching this, and well, I'll probably see you in the next video. Well, it will start now for me, for you, it might be another 4 weeks. Thank you.